Welcome back to the Juice.
Hello.
Today we are jumping directly into the face of the one and only, the land and myth, the legend, Mike Shinoda.
You're just way too hyped. Everything it just smelled a little of Linkin Park. You're just going crazy.
Yes, and we
fanboy.
promised we would not go into Linkin Park members and their music because I would be so freaking biased, and I will be today as well.
Of course, but we have to touch on like we're talking about music with love. That's like the thing we do.
Yes.
We want to spread good positive vibes. And you love them.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't matter if everything we do is biased anyway.
Yes.
So, let's just jump into it.
So we're jumping into his latest single, In My Head, that is featured for the new Scream movie, actually.
Yeah.
Ghostface, if we remember those.
It says that Mike Shinoda and someone called Kailee Morgue, which I probably butchered that name.
Yeah, probably was well. Like, I think
who...
it would pronounce it even better without me here.
Yeah, but it's like it's also because it's Kailee Morgue. Like it just. I don't know if it's coincidence, but it's for a Scream movie. Yeah. It sounds like a morgue.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm butchering the name, but it's kind of cool.
And anyone who's out there who's a fan of her, we're so sorry.
But I never actually heard about her, and that seems like a mistake. So I'm really looking forward to listening to this.
Yes.
Because I know Mike, but I don't know who this is.
So of course we know Mike Shinoda.
And I have actually never ever listened to this number. I just realized that we talked about this today, and we're just pretty much just shooting it after we talked about it.
Yes.
And I have never listened to it. So this is going to be a first time for me.
I actually haven't heard this either.
Ooh.
So it's going to be a first time reaction for the both of us. And you haven't heard it and you're a Linkin Park fan? Yeah, I got things to do. So yeah, I'm actually very excited for this because I remember when he came out with his post-traumatic album and his Fort Minor stuff and
I like that.
And all the other infamous singles that he's been doing. Like he keeps pushing out gold. Like he's
a steady thing in the music.
Yeah,
he just he's
and
everywhere.
I remember there being rumors is Mike is actually capable of managing himself and doing well besides Linkin Park and stuff. Like this dude has no problem.
He really have been on a lot of albums. I think he's behind the scenes on a lot of things in general. I think you'd be surprised if
he's actually starting producing for other artists as well.
Yeah.
And he's doing that live on Twitch, which has become
that's so cool.
Such a cool thing. Like
it really is.
Like you can log on to Twitch and watch Mike Shinoda, the very man, the myth, the legend here, and be part of his album process and actually be part of the stuff that he's writing for other people and ghostwriting and stuff. It's such a fun thing to do.
I've actually been dabbling in the whole live streaming thing. It's a really new thing for musicians, but and I have some issues because I have a very small Focusrite. Scarlett Focusrite sound card.
and Focusrite is becoming a meme, but it works.
It's just a freaking good card. It's just the best sound card. I'm sorry. Getting the output, recording what's in your DAW, and you're sending it and stuff. So I kind of need some other things, but it's actually doable. You can have either two computers or a computer and a tablet or just a big sound card, and you're pretty much good to go.
I was this close to actually promoting that my actual music is recorded on a Focusrite, but then again I remember, it's a meme out there. Be careful what you're saying, dude.
It's just
but it's true though.
It's just one of the best.
My albums is bedroom recordings on a Focusrite 2i2. And now that we're already on it, shameless self-promotion, if you want to check out my album This Is Me, go find it on Spotify. The link is down below. So let's jump into Mike Shinoda, In My Head. We should listen to it. Oh yeah, that beat is hard. If you understood that reference, click like.
It away, but it's pulling me in. Trying to pretend I'm not aware when I do it again.
Yeah, he's really good at finding those interesting flows in rapping. Yeah, you want that chorus in there. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
And they phase it out there with the intro, basically.
Yeah, it's crediting back to the intro. Yeah. Okay, now we listen to the track of Mike Shinoda, In My Head. What is your honest opinion about this track?
I don't know what they're trying to do. but like it's rock. Like it's rock.
It's
like, that's
actual
the thing.
rock
It's
here.
just so synthy, and it's trying to be so poppy, but it is so rock. Those drums, I know those drums are probably just MIDI. They're MIDI. They didn't sound acoustic.
Degenerated,
but if they were, they really tried to make them digital after.
Yeah.
So I would argue it's probably digital drums, but it's so rock. And then even the female vocal, it's still just so rock. They have a little bit of that grit on it.
Yeah.
It's not in my, it's just, she have the punch, and they have clearly also like gained her a little bit distortion on the voice.
It kind of felt like they had elements from back when Linkin Park did the A Thousand Suns album.
Really, you can definitely hear it's all. I think Mike Shinoda has been like super hardcore on the production.
Yeah.
He didn't just write the song; he's also produced.
He wrote everything, produced everything.
It doesn't surprise me.
And he like you can hear when Mike Shinoda has been part of something because he has kind of that signature.
Of course,
it's like I can't really set my X on it, like saying that's his signature. But when you're hearing a song that you just know that his hands has been on it.
Yeah,
and I believe without even researching this first that his hands has been in everything, like from writing the music to the lyrics to the composition to producing to mix, mastering, everything.
I can absolutely hear that it's supposed to be used in a film.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
There are some things about this track that bothers me a little bit. First off, my first thought was I want to make a heavy metal version cover of this.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing per se when you want something to.
Now you don't poke me with that idea because now I want to do it.
Because it's so rock, it's actually so metal when you listen to it. The drums, the way they build it up, that you just want that guitar. And I know there are some distortion guitar, but it's just not enough. You want it to be metal now. You want some screams. And that's a little bit of the problem. It's trying to be something that is too poppy, and still it's trying to be metal and something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
That's how I listen to it.
I definitely love how, but then again, that's the part I love about is especially his kind of signature. Again, I can come back to that signature. Is that his 808s and like bass lines and the way he actually makes it harmonize with the kick in every beat he creates. And I don't know how he does it. Like I think, like then again, Mike Shinoda is from back a day where 808s were a thing. They became a thing. And if you don't know what an 808 is, Google is your friend.
Because we ain't gonna tell you.
The way he harmonizes the 808 with the kick and the bass line, it's so tasty. It's very, very juicy, and it punches you in the face that hard.
Yeah. But that's also
it makes your head bop.
Yeah, but it bothers me a little bit that the drums just feel so digital. I miss the hi-hat. I miss something. I miss a snare. There's a lot of not drums with a track that is so heavy on drums. If you know what I mean.
I could easily hear this track being played live with an acoustic drum set.
Yeah, it just feels like it's a rock track that are trying to be pop in some way, and that can bother me a bit. But we gotta remember,
I wanna be rock.
We are both pretty much rock dudes in some regard. So this is of course heavily biased.
Yeah, and like you're hearing the little pop cracker sitting on a chair somewhere and just screaming out into the open. I wanna be rock. I am freaking biased, so I freaking love this track. Just out of the bat.
Like it's like super cool number.
You can hear that this is a skilled musician who's been in the game for a very, very long time, who's just sitting, he's just set his ass down on a chair and wrote that. Probably shorter time than anyone else could have done it. Yeah. And he probably did it live on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken.
The lyrics, though.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Like that, the way she is singing in my head.
They're complimenting one another so good.
Yeah.
And the way he, like, I know Mike Shinoda has never considered himself as a talented rapper, which I kind of want to punch him in the face for, because those flows and those way of putting together rhymes and using the way he's using the way he's phrasing himself is unbelievable. Like
he just,
I would say he's one of the top gamers out there. But then again, I am freaking biased. I know, but this seeing it from I do rap myself. I do hip hop music, and I also do rock and whatever pop sometimes. You will hear that on Spotify soon. Shameless self promotion. There we go.
Yeah.
Hearing it back and trying to be objective about it, like he's more skilled than he's giving himself credit for.
Absolutely. I think what he might be referring to is that he doesn't feel like he's that technically advanced. The thing just is that he does what he do to perfection.
Yeah.
And that can sometimes be way more important than being technically advanced.
Yeah. And then again, there's so many out there who's been inspired and is still being inspired by the work he has been that he's done for ages now, like for decades.
And he writes great music.
Yes.
It doesn't he needs to at least credit himself for that.
And please don't sit in a room where you're talking about Mike Shinoda and saying it doesn't matter. Don't put those. You're starting something up here.
Yeah, of course. But
and everyone watching will be like, "Don't sing it, don't sing it."
But yeah. Oh, I know what you. Oh my God.
Don't sing it.
It took a little second. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a forbidden phrase.
But can you? It doesn't really matter.
He's making it hard on me right now. It's like it's featured on a film Scream. That's a new Scream movie that's coming out. And I would go to the movie, watch the movie probably. Yep. But at the second that song comes on, I'm like, what movie are we watching again?
But it's also like it's just such a
it's a matter of interest.
Cheat sheet, because in my head, like you just instantly get it.
Yeah.
It's so great. And that's even saying something, because I can't even remember much of the verse anymore. I just got that chorus now.
Yeah.
Because it's so freaking catchy.
So
that's a really great
from springing. Wow, that was Dinglish. Jumping. That's the word I was looking for. Jumping. Yeah. Jumping from things in your head to star giving. I am biased at this point, so I'm gonna give you the star giving rights here. 100%.
I'm just stretching here.
So structure, lyrics, and sexiness.
Yeah.
So starting with the structure.
Structure-wise, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I just simply thought it was a little bit. Like, I'm nitpicking, but I needed something a little bit to break it. Just a little bit. Just something that didn't make it so predictable. So just a little bit. Okay. So 4 on that. Lyrics-wise,
4 stars on structure, man.
I'm just going to give it a 5 because that freaking chorus and that verse, just amazing. It was just everything you needed. It was so catchy, and it's probably going to end up being a little bit annoying because it was so predictable. But still, that amazing lyrics, just a 5.
Yeah.
And overall Sexiness, just go with a 5. It's she sounded freaking amazing.
The editing on this is gonna be doing stars. Here we go.
She sounds like a freaking amazing singer. She was great. She knocked it out the park. Mike Shinoda's just always awesome on whatever he's doing.
He's doing what he's doing.
Crisp as frick. So just everything is just a 5. Like the only thing is just that it was a little too predictive. I would have liked a little different somewhere.
Exactly.
Like a little. I don't want it to be able to predict everything he does.
No, of course.
A little surprise would have been nice.
Little surprise. Yes. Like, if we're going to watch the new Scream movie and he's actually making a cameo in it, would that be surprise enough?
That would be great. That could be cool. What if he removes the mask and he is
Scream? Oh my God! He got in my head,
and then it just ends with "in my head" because everybody thought they knew who the real Scream was. And
it was just Mike Shinoda all along.
Oh, that could be cool.
Mike Shinoda, the new Ghostface.
Yeah,
with the song "In My Head." Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode on The Juice. And if you want to subscribe, we have a new sign over here that's saying you have to. Please subscribe today. The letters are probably already mixed up by now.
If you don't do it, I'll wear it as a hat.
Yes. So, and if you want to just choke on one of the most hottest hot sauce ever created, click the video right down below. See you guys.
Bye.